I think the cuts, from what I've heard, I could be losing about £4,000 a year, which obviously is going to make a massive difference to my life because everything else is going up and we're going to be earning less money. We haven't had a pay rise since 2009. My rent's gone up every year since then. I privately rent. Everything else is going up. Electricity bills, gas bills, food prices. So it's just going to make it really difficult on a day-to-day basis.
These are terrible, these cuts. It's going to affect my pension, obviously. I've contributed to the pension for now. I've worked for the borough. I've originally worked for the borough and I've worked for the council now for 31 years. And obviously these cuts are going to affect my pension I've been paying into all this time. So I don't know how they can do this to me after loyal service of 31 years. I think it's disgusting.
We've been in talks for some time now, and the council made their final offer on Monday, and we've got about 300 people that work up here who are looking at losing up to £95 a week off their income.
I'm not happy at all because it affects us, especially a woman being pregnant and got a child already and got to pay the bills and the food, keep the kids going, got all the family who can't afford it. There are the other people who've got mortgage to pay and that, but the amount of money they're taking off us is not going to cover it up.
We've got people, you know, they have families up here, their partners work here, so we're looking at a joint household loss of up to £8,000 a year. People just aren't going to be able to live off that kind of salary. I mean, most people who worked up here were quite excited when the Greens got elected, actually. I know that loads of our members that worked up here voted Green in our last elections. You know, they stood on a platform of campaigning against the cuts. You know, we work in refuse and recycling, and they had ideas for, you know, more recycling projects and stuff like that. But it was mainly the no cuts thing. You know, people were taken in by their promises, and loads of people up here voted for them on that basis. And you know, they came in, and one of the first things that they've done is attack the lowest paid members in the council. Like, it's not like, you know, we're all up here earning 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 grand like loads of the managers here are. You know, we're earning £16,000, £17,000 a year, and they're proposing to take off £4 grand off of that. So same as the rest of them, aren't they?
I think it's really disappointing that the first Green Council is actually doing this to us. You'd expect it from some of the other councils. I know the Tories tried to take money off us a few years ago. I never would have expected this from the Greens.
It's a pretty horrible atmosphere. Like, everyone's obviously really worried about it. Like, that amount of money, you know, it works out a few £100 a month. And people's rent and mortgage, you know, is based on their salary. If you take that much money off of people, then, you know, it's a choice between, you know, buying food or paying bills or people getting further into debt. So everyone's pretty scared yet.
Yeah, I think if they ballot for strike action, I think we'll be out on strike.
You know, no one wants to go on strike. You know, people don't realise that going on strike you actually lose money. You know, food goes up, rent's going up, petrol's going up. No one has, you know, can afford to lose a day's pay or more than a day's pay. But, you know, we've been in talks with the council for a long time now, and their final offer hasn't budged. So, you know, what's left? You know, what other strength do workers have apart from to withdraw their labour? That's all that you have left here.
But as far as I'm concerned, they're not having one penny of my money, not one penny.